Alright everybody, we got a small box truck today to go pick up over at the rest area, and we'll get it back to the repair shop. It's a small box truck, so we're gonna take the big wrecker out today. Just be a little bit too big for the flatbed, so we're gonna get it back to the shop, figure out what's going on with it. Sounds like it was going on the freeway and was starting to lose power, so they pulled it off to the rest area, and then they weren't able to get it started again. So I'm not too sure what's going on. I don't know exactly where it's at in the rest area, but it should be a pretty easy load and removal of the driveline and everything. So it should be no big deal, but we're gonna take the wrecker out there and I'll take you guys along for the ride. And this will be the first video for the big wrecker, the new wrecker, on our channel. So hopefully you guys enjoy and stay tuned. See ya. Side of the rest area, and then you see right there that red box truck is the one we're going for. So I'm definitely not gonna be able to get to the back end of that because that'd be really dangerous, but it's just a Ford front end, so it should be real quick and easy. All right, we're coming on it now. Got my lights going. Just pull off the road here and get this one loaded up. Might have to mute that part. Forgot the music was still playing. Oh well. We're getting backed up to the car now. There we go. It's about as straight as possible, I think. I think I'm right on it. Alright, let's see here. Marker flash. Again, I'm still trying to learn all the light functions and everything. Don't have them quite memorized yet. That's okay. We're gonna start getting loaded up here. The brake set, making sure the coast is clear. And then we got the keys for it right here, so I'm gonna go put those in there. I'm gonna try to start to see what it does. It has had alternator problems in the past, so it could be some kind of alternator issue as well, but we'll see. A box truck. All right. All locked up. There we go. See here if it's still no start. Alright. Well, it started, but it's chugging pretty bad, so I'm not going to let it run too long. I definitely don't think that it's probably the alternator anymore. That seems like something else there. I'll leave the key right there so I don't lose it. Down. I just got my standard wheel lift today. Should be plenty good on this one. We're just gonna get it pretty close here and then we can adjust it. So we got about 5 feet back to move it. Normally we'll put a mark in the ground here. We'll put a little bit of mark in the ground here so I kind of know how far back to back up. Should be good there. still have some room. I can extend it out. I think that should be enough. Get these open. This is a different style of wheel lift than I'm normally used to using. Oops, release that. Back up just a little bit more, that way we have enough room. We're going to adjust it. We're low enough to the tires here, that way when I back up it'll just bump the tire, let me know I'm close so I'm not going to hit anything. We're set. Let's see here. I might throw up my light bar just so I have flashing lights on the back as well. Flashers on, yep. He's on the back. So here, I'll just get this on the steps. Might be able to get this to the middle. Move this a little bit closer, pull it a little bit tighter over here. Can I get this one around? Yes, I can. This light bar is a lot better than what we used to have, just the corded one. A little bit out of angle, but that's okay for now. Biggest thing, that way we have lights on the back. Get some flashers, let people know what's going on. Alright, I'm gonna back up a little bit more, get that bar, bump it, I can move it again from there. There we go, perfect. Let these cars make sure nobody's coming this way. There we go. Alright. Get these out of the way here. And these bars are a little bit different. Normally you just slide the AR in on the old wrecker, but these ones are the strapless wheel lift bars from Vulcan. And so it's a little bit different. You just got to get these bars close enough in here and then lift it up off the ground. And then this pin here is what holds down the bar and it uses the weight of the truck. So definitely a little bit different than what I was used to using, but I'm starting to get the hang of it and I'm starting to like it a little bit better now that I'm using it more. It does take a little bit to get used to getting this wheel lift exactly right so that the bar works. Let's see here, got the light bar on top, the heavier bar on bottom. Back to the furthest pin. Yep, it's on there. These wheels are kind of small wheels, but that should pick it right in the corner. If need be, I can move this bar in a little bit. We're gonna get this locked in. I'm gonna move that in a tiny bit so it holds it a little bit better. That works there. Get this other one adjusted properly. This one I can move in quite a bit more. Let me move this bar back just a little bit. I'm gonna operate this side of the truck so I'm out of the way of traffic. Move it back just a little bit so I can move it in. There we go. Slide this in. I want this on the last pin. Just kick it back a little bit. And it's dropped in. Perfect. I think that's, yep, that's in the furthest pin there. I'm gonna lock this in. I'm gonna lift it up. We'll do a little bit of a tilt, and then we'll lift up with the boom. It's gonna tighten around those tires, lift it right on up. I'm gonna lift it a little bit higher so I can get my chains on there. We're not dragging. I'm gonna have to remove the driveline on this, but wheel lift is on, got it secured. Got the tire in with the cups. They're holding up the weight of the tires there. It's a little bit to get used to. Normally the ones we had the L arm and it held it in, but then you needed the tires to pull it down. This one holds it up by the weight of the vehicle there. Then we'll wrap our chains around the axle, back around the bar here, that way in case anything ever happened, the chains are going to hold it in place. So let me grab those couple chains there. All right, so here. Make it as tight as possible here. And then we'll do the wrap around the wheel lift. There we go. And we'll do this, wrap it over the top around the wheel lift. Keeping that line as tight as possible. There we go. Alright, we'll do the same on the other side. Is it overkill? Maybe. But I just want to make sure that there's no way it comes loose. Rotate this down, see if I can get it one more link. Yes, I can. We'll wrap over the top. Over the top here, see the link here. Good there. We got our safeties. case the wheel if we're to move it all. It's holding in there. All right. So we're all the way around here. So I probably should have gone under bar, under this, over the axle, just in case. This is just a back up to the safeties, just in case it were, for some reason, those chains were to come loose. We have an extra backup. Alright, now we got all that done. I'm gonna throw it in neutral and we're working on getting that drive line out. Let's see here, I'm gonna lower, actually. I can reach it. There we go. It's in neutral, brake release. So we are fully in neutral now. Roll the window down. Let's see here, what kind of drive line we got. All right. So, let's see. There's pry bar. Should be the right ones. Let's see here. Yes, it is. Ship bar over there. Oh no, are we missing one? Never know. Yeah, last time I used one of these on the Fords, it's on the 10 or 11. 10, 11. There you go. That's what it was last time. I'm hoping it's the same. We'll take one size bigger just in case. I think that should be it though. Let's see, we got the pry bar. Take one of the ratchets. We're holding it up. One should be enough. Let's see here. That should be good. This one looks like it may be a little bit bigger. Let's see. Yeah, it's a little bit, it's a 12. Hopefully it's not on here too tight. This is loose. And they're coming off pretty easy. I don't weigh a whole lot, so sometimes when they're really jammed on there, oh man, it can be a killer. And luckily this is a whole plate, so we don't have to worry about the caps coming loose once we get this out of here. There we go. At least they're not fighting us too bad today. I am just getting started though, I don't want to jinx myself. Oh, there we go, got it out. Nothing like that good old elbow tap to wake you up in the morning. There we go, now that one's loose. Alright, of course the last two are a little bit pinched. I might rotate it back a little bit, loosen it up for myself. Rotate it back or forwards, just so I can rotate those on the side so they're not up on the top there. Make sure I rotate it the right direction. Yep, I did. Sweet. All right, we should be able to get these off now. All right. Just the last two now. With those bolts there, don't want to lose those. Get this thing wrapped around here. Getting close to getting the last part of the drive line out. This thing tighten up here as soon as we get it out. Stay up for me. Get my stuff confused. Keep it together. Keep it together. Alright, get the last one coming out. There we go. Now it's getting loose. Oh, real close. We're gonna just twist it by hand. Couple more. There we go. Really close. There we go. Got the last one out here. Now, where my pry bar at? This one should pop out here. There we go. Let that one out. All right, got it nice and tight. I might move this one actually a little bit closer. This one up top, right there, yep. This way, when I tighten it up, it keeps it nice and tight and to the corner. Okay, get it that tight with this. To move it a little bit back then. Not a little too much. There we go. Tighten that up on the other side. There we go, that's nice and tight. Not going anywhere. And we got it onto the front and on the back. Pull it all the way back in. Almost. Well, so much for that ratchet. Alright, let's see. Backup plan. We'll let it hold there for a second. I got zip ties. Oh man, always something. One, two. I'd used 2 last time because they're just not quite long enough. We need to get the one size longer. There we go. That should be long enough to tie it up to that bar there. Well, that was unfortunate. But may have tightened that one just a little too tight anyway. Oh well. Get this around here. I want to make sure that I'm not missing out and pulling it from going backwards. So I'll probably wrap this through the middle here, just so it can't slide out and back. That's really what you don't want. Because we don't want it sliding all the way out of place, for sure. This one started. Forward or back. Looks like the ratcheting of this drop is basically done, but it'll hold for now on there. We got 2 up, 2 back. These bolts in there, tighten it down, you're all set. Wrenches back in the box there. The front end up high enough so we're not going to drag the back. And we're good there. Have to adjust my safeties. Bolts for the drag line. We got a zip tie for those as well. We'll send it out just a little bit. There we go. unlocked and it doesn't unlock all the time. Let me use the key real quick. Like I said, it's a new truck. Still got working out the corks. And that should have fixed it. Alright, just double check, make sure nothing's dragging. Nope, driveline is still secure. Yep, driveline is secure. Up, and we'll go back. Alright, tow lights, we'll turn the flashing lights off there. When we get the other tire, it's going to lift the back, but I might lower the front a little bit more. Yeah, we should be good because once we get on that pavement, right now we're kind of in a dip, so the back's sitting a little bit low. I don't want to get too low that we're too low for the front. So that works. We're all set. All right, let's go to the parking lot here. We'll get turned around, head back into town here. Just gotta get this backed around the corner. And we'll work on taking this all apart. Driveline bolts are out. One of the ratchets snapped. I'm like, oh, great. It was binding it and just snapped. I was like, well, lost one of them. So I just have it zip tied. Sounds like they have another international box truck to go load up after this. So we get this off the truck. Those ones have straight axles, so I'll probably switch over to the forks. It sounds like they blew out a tire going across the bridge, so the wheels might be all messed up. All right, let's see here. Push this in a little bit. Get myself so slack. These things are nice because they definitely won't come loose on you, but getting them off can be kind of a pain. There we go. press this in. We'll give it some slack and then get the chain out. There we go. Alright, here. Get all these chains off.
So the other thing is, I don't know if the vehicle is able to run. And this one, this is the tire problem. It's not a runnability problem.
Yeah.
If it'll run, if it can keep its own air going while it's doing that, so that it can run. The truck can be running while it's
Yeah. Yeah. If it can run because it's just tire, we can leave it running to pump air.
That's what I'm saying. So I think that's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. That you can do.
Anyway, this is a little tight. Not sure.
Yeah, I just had to get it tight so it won't move. Yeah, I mean, we could do that, just have it run, and then you have your air without connecting the air line.
You need a block of wood to pick the tire pressure off that.
Yeah, just rotated. So here, there we go. We got it out now. Just had to put some tilt on the bar. And just a slight lift. Lifted it right out of there. There we go. Pull both these bars out here and we'll be all set. Sweet. We'll get this bar up. I'm gonna pull forward. Again, did he put wheel chocks up on the front tire, but we got downhill. That wouldn't be any good. But I got the e-brake on there now, so that's set. There we go. And pull forward. Now, because we're loading international after this, I'm most likely going to switch on to the forks. Sounds like it's got blown out wheels. Alright everybody, I got that one back to the shop. Got it all unloaded there, and then my camera ran out of battery. But it's all good. We got that unloaded back for the repair shop. They're going to do what they got to do and get that one back on the road. It might be a fuel pump or something like that. But anyway guys, we got another one I'm going to be heading to now. But if you guys could, hit like on the video, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, I'm heading out now to an international box truck. Sounds like they hit the bridge and blew out the front wheel and may have bent the rim. I'm not too sure. But we're gonna go out there, get it picked up and get it towed to Dallas Port. Only like 20-30 miles away. No big deal there. And then get it back to its facility. They work on it. But anyway guys, I'll let you guys know when we get there. See ya. down in here. So we should be seeing it pretty soon. I said they blew out the front tire hitting the bridge. So far I'm not seeing it. So they must be down in the hole. Oh, I see it. There it is. Looks like they got another rad too, so no biggie. Well, I'm gonna get out here and talk with them and do some paperwork, and we'll be all set. Alright guys, we're here at the drop-off now. I didn't realize I had passengers on this one, and they had their mechanics wanted to talk to me about it, so I turned off the camera just so I could get it here. But let's see, we're all good there. It shifted over a little bit. But all set here, lights are still good. Sweet. Good vehicle there. But look, they ended up shredding the tire and then pulling out the drive, or the tie rod got bent on this one. Let's see there. I forgot about, I should have done a V assembly on the forks. That would have made it so it didn't move over at all. But they live and learn here. Like I said, forks is pretty new to me. Done a little bit on it, but not too much. Luckily didn't move too much in there. Yeah, it tore up into these tires. But yeah, they're gonna find us off with this and they'll let me know, and then we're gonna get this one dropped off.